All right, check it out. So, quick video to talk about the Bearathon that happened this weekend. We're going to talk about the prep that I did, the day, night of, day, morning of, and then we're going to talk about the race itself and then how I feel now. Okay, so prep before the race, training and such. What did I do? I've been running an F ton this year. Uh, I probably I've probably ran almost 190 miles this year so far, and that wasn't including the Bearathon. So um, I put a lot of miles in on purpose, right? So the whole goal at the end of this year is to run a 100 miler, and people think I'm crazy, and they think I weigh too much, and that I got to lose some weight, and I got to stop being a stronger guy, and blah blah blah. But I'm gonna prove everybody wrong. So regardless. So I've been running a bunch, and I've been doing it pretty well. I use Ultra running shoes; they're fantastic, and yeah, good stuff. So now, in the beginning of the month, in March, beginning of the month, I did the 4x4 by 48 miles in 2 days, which is a lot, right? And so I took the next couple weeks really off. We had spring break, we went on a big road trip, and I didn't do a lot of running or working out while I was gone. So then when I came back, I had about a week or so to prep for the marathon, for the half marathon, and I did one big run, and I did a couple small zone 2 runs, just to knock the rust off, grease the wheels, so to speak, just get my body moving, get my ankles used to the run, and my bones used to it again because I took a couple weeks off. So that was that. That was the main point of that. A couple days beforehand, I started hydrating hardcore, drinking a lot of water, but also mainly drinking, making up into my salt intake. But then I also use these Liquid IV. I don't know if you can read it. Liquid IV, and they're pretty good. So I put the packs in my water. I was doubling up, 2 packs instead of the normal one, the night before, and I drank 2 bottles like that, two 30-ounce bottles like that. I ate good food, obviously, the night before, and then the morning of, I had made pancakes the night before just so I didn't have to make anything in the morning. So these Kodiak pancakes, and I'm not really a good fueler prior to an event, and this was kind of a change in pace for me. So it actually worked out really well for me because I don't usually eat a lot of carbs, and these Kodiak pancakes are obviously high carb, high protein, so they helped out a lot. So I ate about 6 pancakes, which is a lot, and I drank a whole bunch more water, and I drank some more of this BPN stuff. Go One More Sport. It's actually really good. It's a little bit of a carb drink, and an electrolyte mix, but it's pretty good. And so I doubled up on that as well. Now I get to the race a little early. It's only a 30-minute drive from here, so I get there early, and I warm my legs up, get everything going. Obviously, drinking more water, making sure I'm good to go. And I took just a little bit of caffeine just before I started the race. Now, I'm feeling good. When the whistle goes, or the bell, or the ding, or the siren goes off, whatever it was, I didn't go out hot, but I definitely went out probably faster than I thought I wanted to go out. I started going at like a 7:50, 8-minute pace, and which is pretty decent for me. I don't think I'm there yet to kind of run like 10 miles at an 8-minute pace. However, I did pretty good actually. So first 4 miles is relatively flat, and I hit an 8-minute pace for that. Then we start getting into the hills, and you just got to pump through the hills. They weren't drastic and horrific, but they do call this the toughest half in Texas, and there was a decent amount of hills. I'm not gonna lie. I did end up walking one or power hiking one section. And it wasn't so much because I was tired where I couldn't finish it. It wasn't so much that I was tired or I couldn't finish it or that I couldn't complete it. It was more for saving my legs for the rest of it because I wanted to be able to finish strong and run the rest of the race. But that one hill I did walk a little bit. Now, during the race though, every few miles I took some of these electrolyte tabs. Salt lick electrolyte tabs. I have 2 different versions, lemon lime and mango, and they both taste awesome. But you chew them up, and chased them with a little bit of water, and it was good. The last time I ran anything longer than 10 to 12 miles, I cramped up hardcore, and I didn't want that to happen this time. So if it sounds like I'm drinking a lot of electrolytes or salt or whatever, it was on purpose, and I didn't want to cramp up at all. So mile 10 or so, I got a little weak, and I fell off my pace. I kind of floated back to a 9-ish pace, 9-minute pace. But that last mile, coming up to the end of the race, I kicked it down a gear or up a gear or whatever I did, but I was able to finish in an 8-minute pace there too. So total 8.5-minute pace, the entire thing, 13.1 miles. And I finished in 1 hour 51 minutes, which for me is pretty good. And I think the whole goal was mainly to beat a time that I had previously a couple of years back with a half marathon. The last half marathon that I said I'd never run ever again, well, here's another one. So I felt pretty good. I was definitely sore than the rest of the day. My hip flexors were on fire. But what was great is I didn't cramp up at all, not one cramp. My ankles felt great. My feet felt great. I didn't blister. I didn't have any hot spots. My legs in general felt great. I've been having Achilles issues in the past and no problems there either. So everything that I've been doing and stretching and strengthening over the past 6 months or so has been doing wonders for me. Now, I was tired the rest of the day, and I felt like crap. So I ate my face off. I took a nap. I just took it easy the rest of the day and stretched as much as I could. Woke up, my hip flexors felt a little bit better. I took a nice long ice bath, about 8 minutes or so, and I've been feeling great all day. So that's it. I did not run or do anything really physical all day long, but just the fact that I feel good today, the day after, that's awesome for me. I'm happy. That's a super success story. But I couldn't have done any of this stuff without, there's a woman in the neighborhood. Her name's Lauren, and she's a triathlete, and she's been doing this shit for years, and she gave me a lot of really, really good insight. And so I much appreciate her and her insight here on these on this runs and fueling properly and some of the hydration hacks that she's been able to help me with. So much appreciated. If you're in the triathletes, if you want her information, I will happily pass it off. Now, what's the goal? What's next? What's happening? What's coming up? I got another half marathon in Monterey, the Spartan Trail. It's just a trail run though, but it's a absolute shit ton of hills. So I got to do a lot of training my hip flexors, and I need to get them stronger than what they are. I'm not stopping the strength training. I'm going to stay a 215-ish, 210 guy. That's the whole point of this, is to not become a skinny little runner while trying to complete these events. I want to be a strong guy. I want to be a big guy. I want to be a athlete. But I also don't want to be, I want to be all that, right? I want to be all of it, hybrid athlete, whatever you want to call it. So that's a plan going forward. If you're following the programming, you're going to see a lot of lunges, a lot of climbing, a lot of strength training for the legs. If you aren't, but you're interested, let me know, and we'll hook you up with some kind of plan. All right? That's it. Peace.